Karnataka Health and Family Welfare Minister U.T. Khadar said that the State Health Department will establish 2 multi-speciality polyclinics in Mangalore City Corporation limits and Ullal Town Municipality limits with the objective of providing free treatment to the people. Speaking at the press meet held at Eden Club, Nantur, he said that the polyclinics will be set up to divert some patients from Venlak Hospital so that they can reach the hospital for treatment on time. The polyclinic under MCC limits will be constructed at Vamanju at a cost of Rs 20 crore, while the clinic in Ullal will be set up at a cost of Rs 9.5 crore with aid from central government, Khadar informed. Similar polyclinics will also be set up at Bangalore, Mysore and Bagalkot, he said. The polyclinic will have 4 specialists, including a physician, cardiologist, gynecologist and pediatrician who will be appointed through PPP model. Further, Venlok Hospital will also be upgraded and converted into multi-speciality hospital, he said. The polyclinic will also have a full-fledged computerized lab where blood tests will be done free of cost for all people irrespective of their income. He also informed that the suspension orders of a total of 194 staff of the Arogya Kavacha service were on stir have been revoked. On the cattle theft issue, Khadar said, though he addressed a letter to City Police Commissioner directing stern action against cattle thieves, the Commissioner had said he had not received the same. If this is the case, how will the appeal of the common man reach the police, he questioned. Dr. Anant Narayan, State Nodal Officer, National Rural Health Mission, said that the government has entrusted NRHM the responsibility of appointing doctors and staff for the proposed polyclinics. He said the clinics would come up in the next 3 to 4 months after the government approves the proposal. MLA J.R. Lobo and others were present at the press meet. A quick look at the tidbits. State Minister for Youth Services, Sports and Fisheries Abhay Chandra Jain has suspected the role of land mafia behind the proposed thermal power plant at Nidodi. Speaking to reporters here, he alleged that some elements which have purchased land in Nidodi and surrounding areas now plan to sell them to the government through the KIADB and turn rich overnight by seeing to it that the plant came up at Nidodi itself. Abhay Chandra Jain also called upon locals to launch a severe movement against the proposed project and not to allow the project to set foot in Nidodi. The Karnataka High Court has served notices to RSS leader Kallarka Prabhakar Bhatt and 2 others in connection with the petition filed with regard to the encroachment of reserve forest land in Puttur Taluk. The notices were served after a divisional bench led by Justice L.K. Manjunath heard a public interest litigation filed by the Puttur unit of Karnataka Dalita Sangharsha Samiti and Samajika Paradarshakate Mattu Kriya Samiti. The petitioners had alleged that Prabhakar Bhatt, Chidanand and Mahesh had raised a construction in survey number 49/1 in Kombar Reserve Forest area of Puttur. They also contended that unlawful activities are conducted in the building named as Bhajana Mandir and that the electricity connection has also been provided unauthorizedly to the construction. A pickpocket person was caught red-handed at Tokkot by a bus timekeeper was beaten up black and blue by the public. He was later handed over to the police. The accused has been identified as 35-year-old Sudhakar. The timekeeper who noticed Sudhakar pickpocketing a person who was alighting from the bus immediately caught hold of him and gave him a good thrashing. Later, public too joined him in beating up Sudhakar. It is learnt he had pickpocketed Rs 3,500 from the passenger. Business is on the rise for Brazilian hair traders in Namibia in southern Africa as more women seek virgin Brazilian hair to supplement their own hair and attain a glorious look. Toini Tobias is one of the Brazilian hair-inspired entrepreneurs who lives in Namibian capital Windhoek. She has been selling Brazilian hair since 2011. The demand for Brazilian hair has stirred up the entrepreneurial spirit amongst many Namibians, maximizing on Namibia's stylish woman's longing for a universal hairdo. Tobias imports Brazilian hair through a friend who has direct links and network in the trade in Brazil. A pack or bundle of Brazilian hair on an average goes for $200 to $350, depending on the size or length. Sonia Shikan is a hairdresser in Windhoek, said more women show up at her salon with Brazilian hair, but it's not all glory and praise in the trade. Once again, the main headlines. 42% Indian kids are underweight, WCD minister informed in Parliament. First time 3 Indians in last 8, Sindhu magic in World Badminton. Janaspandana officials inspected problems, Bhattikudru people's hope deep freezed. Polyclinics at Vamanjur and Ullal, Health Minister UT Khadar. Land mafia behind Nidodi plant, Minister Abhay Chandra suspects. Forest land encroachment, notice issued to Kallarka Bhatt. Pickpocket trapped at Tokkotu, beaten black and blue by public. Brazilian hair business trades well in Namibia. With this, we come to the end of this edition. For more news and updates, keep watching V4 News 24/7, or you may also log on to v4news.com.